Hello, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic for us this week, I do like to say if you like to know one or two things about this community, Life for Living Well, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. You can also find amazing articles and books that we push out every week, and the book that the people review, and that's helping them. If you need some kind of inspiration, which book you want to take on the line of personal development, you can consider looking to the book section. You will find some reviews of the book, of the people that have read the book and what the impact the book has on them. So let's dive in without taking much of your time. The topic that I'm looking at this week is what I call the most powerful force in your life isn't what you think. So what I consider the most powerful force in our life is what I call how compound interest shapes your habit, mindset, how it shapes your habit, mindset, and long-time success. Albert Einstein once said, in quotes, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So how can we deploy compound interest thinking, approach, understanding into our life in the area of our habit, our mindset, and even our long-time success? So if you come to think about it, they sound like advice about money, but I do not want you to think or look at it about the money alone. I want to widen the scope to cover the other area that we tend to ignore, but it actually make a lot of sense when we pay attention to it. And this is not about the money, or at least not only about the money. Most people hear compound interest and immediately think about finance, investing, savings, or even debt. Something distant, something optional. But what if compound interest is quietly shaping everything in your own life? And this is where I want you to try and pay a little attention to this podcast. What about compound interest shaping your habits, personal growth, mindset, and success? And we don't often talk about the invisible force behind personal growth. Every human being has a potential. Unfortunately, not every human being able to unravel or evolve to their greatest potential. We are a developing object. So you don't need a bank account to experience compound interest. Just look at nature. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It starts as a seed, then compound day by day, season by season, small, almost invisible changes stacking on top of each other until one day it stands still or it stands tall. So your life works exactly the same. Whether we like it or not, we are part of nature. We are not outside of it. We are part of the ecosystems. So every habit, every decision, every repeated action, either good or bad, builds on itself. If you continue to do the wrong thing, you will have the compound interest of it. And if you decided to do the right thing, We also have the compound interest of it. So this is the foundation of self-improvement and long-term success. It's one of these ancient philosophy that said drop by drop, the bucket fills. Why most people fail at long-term success? We are conditioned to chase quick results and instant gratification. But compound interest doesn't work like that. It's slow, quiet, consistent. And that is the one of the reasons why people quit. They give up before they start seeing the result. Because sometimes you could be labor for months and you cannot see the result. But if you have that kind of mindset and you look into your life and you say that you always go to start the race, but at one point you have the history of abandoning it. I'd employ you this as you listen to this podcast to pay little attention to your own actions. Those actions are become an obstacles to your result. They don't see immediate result from building good habits. They underestimate the power of consistency. And three, they stop before the compounding effect kicking. This is the three things that will make it difficult to see the result of compound interest. And what these people don't realize is this. Success is a result of small actions, but repeated over time. It's not a Big Bang theory. There's kind of group of people that I've met in the past that their mindset when you listen to them is that they actually think like they want a shortcut to everything. They want to be successful. So they call their company something that have soft in front of it because Microsoft. So they call themselves Rich Soft without creating any values that are attached to it. So compound interest work both ways. And here is the truth most people ignore. Compound interest can either build your life or break it. It shows up everywhere. 1. Positive habit. What will you say if you encourage practicing consistently positive habit? It leads to growth, it leads to discipline, and it leads to success. What about the negative habits? And they also have its own outcome. It leads to stagnation and missed opportunities. And consistent learning, what happened to us if we making ourselves a student forever, we not only come out and become better in what we do, we build knowledge and confidence. And what other thing that you should be mindful when you are in this part of journey is procrastination, compound into stress and regrets. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next day. One of the mottos that I have in my life is anything that I can do in 5 minutes, there's no way I'm going to push it for tomorrow. And then something happen, you get inspired. It's an habit that started over a long time ago. So if you ever dealt with financial debt, you already understand how negative compounding works. The way it works when you build a savings on investment, it also works reversely when you have a debt. So, but the same principle apply to your mindset and daily routine. What are the small things can you do today can add positively to your life in few months, in few years time. It was one of the book of Morgan that I read that he mentions that people with money, it's not just happen to them by accident. It's a creation of intention and purpose. So, but the same principle apply to your mindset or daily routine. So the secret behind highly successful people, people who achieve long-term success, understand one thing, they don't rely on motivation, they rely on systems and consistency. How did they do that? Let's quickly take a look as I'm rounding up. Number one, read daily to improve knowledge. Invest in personal development. Three, build habits that support their goals. And four, focus on incremental improvement. And this is where a lot of people, especially now that our attention is so small, that we get distracted easily. And over time, this small action compound into one, confidence, two, opportunities. It was one of these Stoic philosophers in the ancient Greek that said, I shall study and prepare, and one day my chance will come. When you already compounding in so many areas of your life, the opportunity will show itself. And it was the Asian philosophy that said, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when you put your energy and your focus on development, the universe will conspire to help you. So you create the opportunities, not one, multiple opportunities. And the third, which is last as well, is financial and personal growth. And the more values you add, the more remuneration that attached to it. It's not about just hard work. In fact, people that work harder, you have to see them outside. And it's not a reflection of their bank account or the quality of life that they have. But whatever you lay your hand to do it with all your heart. Devote yourself to it. So this is the real power behind self-discipline and success. Why opportunity look like hard work? It was Thomas Edison. I suspect that during his time, he might be looking for a lot of people to come and join him in his workshop when he was doing his own research and invention, and people just run away after they find out that he failed many times, which is conclude that he find many ways how not to do it. And his own conclusion is making him have this quote that I ascribed to him. It's in quote, it says, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and look like work. Naturally, all over the work, anything harder, anything look like extra work, by human nature, we want to avoid it. Only people that are crazy enough think that they can make a change, they actually change things. Our world will have been better if many people reach their full potential. And the world we enjoy today is a result of group of people, men and women, that have reached their highest human being in potential and create something that are becoming more useful for us. The houses you live, the food that you're eating, the work, the company that you work with or work for, the businesses that you run, the charity that you're giving every week, whether money, whether your time. the rules of law, people that enforce, make sure that the system is fair. So most people avoid effort because they don't see immediate results. It is difficult for a human being to labor without attach any outcome to it immediately. But in reality, that hard work is just the early stage of compound growth. Those who understand this embrace three things: delayed gratification, two, consistent effort, and lastly, long term thinking. These are not the people that think in short time. They are not the type of people that think in a month. They think 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And this is what you find between so much rich country and so much poor country. The poor country focus so much on something that is immediate for them. And that cycle continue forever. And you find so rich, so-called rich country that most of the things system they want to build, it focus on long time. So this mindset shift that changes everything. So in your life as well, if you really want to see the power of compound interest to start working all part of your life, in your relationship, in your money, in your business, in your job, in your skills, in your personal growth, you need to embrace the power of learning to delay gratification, setting the long-term goals, and taking micro steps every day. Not just when you feel it, it has to be something that you do every day. Consistent effort and long-term thinking. So once you understand compound interest, you stop thinking short time. Instead of asking, what do I get today? You start asking, what will this become in a year's time? This shift is the foundation of growth mindset. Two, financial freedom thinking. Three, long-term success strategy. It is Morgan that once said that every dollar is saved is the dollar that contributes to his freedom one day. I totally agree with him. I absolutely agree. You could decide that you want to reduce your hour of work because you're building a system that replacing your active income. But that's not going to happen in one day. That will happen with times, and it depends on effort, energy you put to it to make it happen. And final thought for everyone listening to this message: build wisely. Your life today is the result of what you have been compounding. And what is that? Your habit, your thoughts, your daily actions. They all adding up. So the real question is, what are you compounding right now? Because in the end, compound interest doesn't judge. It is simply multiply what you give it, whether you give positively or negatively. I hope this message helps someone. Until we meet again, please, if you'd like to know more about this, you can sign up, subscribe by your email on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. We publish on that community website. We also publish on Medium website. And if you'd like to receive this as an article, you can so subscribe by your email, and you get the update every time we push the article out. Thank you for your time, and until we meet again, have a wonderful week. Ciao.